Hello there. You're welcome. My name remains yours truly, Maxwell Okure, and this is where we discuss life issues as affects the humanity as a case might be. Now, I bumped into a reading, and I feel something was not just too right about it. We just share our knowledge here and ideas, and you can drop your comments based on what I have to say, and let's see how your own opinion actually shapes up this conversation. Now, what I read was they were trying to make some classifications to how success is being achieved. Like success is 99% um, hard work, blah 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 blah, but then 1% prayer and what have you. And even our popular scientist, forgot his name now, we talked about success and perspiration, 99% perspiration and 1% genius as a case might be. Now, this is my position to this. Success is 99% hard work, prayers, fasting, connection, education, whatever you want to name it, 99%. You see that 1% that's remaining is mysterious. It's mysterious. Nobody knows it. That's the mystery of success. I'll repeat, success is 99% hard work, prayer, fasting, education, networking, connection, job, what career, whatever you want to call it. You see that 1% that is remaining, that is the mystery behind success. That is why someone could go to Unilag, for instance, University of Lagos, graduate the Department of Mass Communication, gets a job, for instance, in Arise Television, become a broadcaster, gets elevated or promoted, becomes a superior and has subordinates, and within the space of 5 to 6, 7 years, it becomes a known face and it becomes more like rich, extremely, because there'll be franchise and advert here and they're coming ease our way. Now, if truly there is no mystery in it, if truly there's no mystery in it, just I want you to follow up with me carefully in this. If there's no mystery in it, it implies that simply, overtly, that anybody that goes to Unilag, reads mass communication, graduates, gets a job in Arise Television, spend 5 to 7 years, should be able to make it in life. Anybody that follows that same pattern. But the honest truth is, it doesn't work that way. There are a lot of graduates that will still come out from that same Unilag in that same department that will still get jobs in telecommunication companies or news and print, as the case might be, and yet they will still be struggling. Why is that? Why is that? Have you ever asked yourself, how come young lads, boys or girls, go through a football academy, under 12, under 14, under 16, pass through the stages in the academy and gets into the main team, either team A or team B? Some of them graduate into this team A and team B and become extremely successful. Those that still went through the same academy, under 12, under 14, under 16, and get into the adult academy, A and B, yet will still be struggling and still come down broke and downtrodden. If truly it just boils down to just hard work, connection, inspiration, genius, everybody that goes through the academy, graduates, should make it. But the story is not the same. So that simply implies that there is something that defines that success from that mysterious angle. Until the success carrier, in fact, I call them the success placeholder. So I don't really see people to be successful, as the case might be. I see them as success placeholders, meaning you are the one just holding on to success. Because if you don't manage very well, you can still lose success. So as a success placeholder, you are actually holding it not because you are the best candidate for it, but because that mystery behind it is working for you. That's just the honest truth. If that mystery does not work for you, it is difficult for you to be successful. Now, I want to narrow this discussion down to a practical instance because I like discussing practicals. The CEO of Oscharis Motors, Mr. Maduka, I guess I got that name right, will always come up and teach principle of apprenticeship, how you have to serve a boss, spend some years under him, learn the accounting, learn the principles of the trade, and afterwards you graduate and they get you your own space and shop and whatever you as a case might be. And from there you can build. If truly it boils down to all of that, it boils down to all of that. It implies that every apprentice that goes through that system should also make it. Every apprentice that goes through that process should also make it in life. But the case is, I've seen a lot of apprentices that have gone through this same process, yet they have their own business and it collapsed. So there's something mysterious behind success. If that mystery works for you, it will flow. If that mystery does not work for you, you have to keep praying. So let's just talk about this scenario where you see success placeholders. Please, you have to get used to this, my nomenclature. It's my new titles. Will come up and tell you, I did this, I did that, I did that. So if you do it and do it and you definitely succeed. It does not work that way. It does not work that way. It doesn't. So for instance, David Oyedepo. So pardon my calling without titles. I don't believe great men need titles. I just call them by their name because they have great names. Came up and said, I read 30 biographies of successful ministers in the ministry. I studied them, studied their ways, studied their patterns, and it worked for me. Today, this is where I am. My dear, if you read 100 biographies of successful ministers today, if that mystery is not working for you, you will labor and labor and labor until that mystery begins to work for you. Since nobody can decide, nobody can navigate the circumference and to get the radius of where your own mystery connect is, you just keep walking around it. You just keep walking around it. So don't go under pressure. Don't be under pressure. When somebody comes and just tells you 10 principles to become successful, you have IBP. Your blood pressure will just go up. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that will be successful is the bad health that will be upon you. So don't allow any situation to pressure you. Put everything that you have to put on ground, do your due diligence job, and pray that that mystery works for you. You have a lovely day. And don't forget, never ever give up. Just keep pushing it till you get there. Shalom.